Hi, this is Nomonde Zolega Mfuna. I graduated in Bachelor of Social Science Honors Summa Cum Laude. I'm from Pietermaritzburg, but I'm originally from Johannesburg. I chose UKZN because it's one of the best universities in South Africa and it places emphasis on research, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Swanepoel. I studied a Bachelor of Sports Science and I just got Summa Cum Laude. It took a lot of hard work and just never stop believing. Okay, some advice to other students would be to never stop working hard and the results will come.
I'm Sizim Kize. I'm the College Dean of Teaching and Learning in the College of Law and Management Studies. Today I'm going to talk about cum laude and summa cum laude. When a student is awarded cum laude, it's when a student passed with distinction. When a student is awarded summa cum laude, it's when a student passed with the highest distinction. For cum laude, a student must get a weighted average of 75, of between 75 and 79%. And for summa cum laude, a student must get a weighted average of 80 or more, 80% or more. And then a student must pass all the modules, first attempt, no supplementaries, and a student must complete the degree within the required period of time. So. And it is officially announced at the graduation. And we use the historic for the cum laude, and we use alpha for the summa cum laude. Thank you.
back in 2016. I was doing my internship at UKZN and I was doing my master's at the same time. I saw that this thing of waking up every morning, doing the same thing over and over again, even if it doesn't work, it was quite depressing for me. And that's where I didn't want to come across as a person who disrespects the boss and I do my own thing, but at the same time, I didn't want to suppress my own ideas. So I then decided that actually entrepreneurship works for me. I grew up in a rural area and we used to use the green bar soap for everything. So my grandmother will buy the long green bar soaps and then she will cut it into pieces and then she'll be like, this one is for washing dishes, this one is for washing clothes, this one is for bathing, this one is for cleaning the floor. So I wanted to give them like a solution to this problem because I actually went into the community and asked them why are they doing things this way, and then they told me that they cannot afford to have a specific product for washing dishes and a specific product for cleaning the floor, and then I provided a solution through my business. In the factory, we're currently manufacturing detergents and we've got 25 products in total. And we currently have a factory that can manufacture 10,000 liters of detergent per day. The message that I have for aspiring entrepreneurs is that you have to start with what you have, whether it's money or any kind of resources. There are many students who have not started their business because they didn't have funding. And I believe that for you to actually start a business, you can just start with just selling a solution. Don't kill your dreams because you are waiting for funding. And it's nice to dream very big, but you can't go to like UKZN Incubate and ask them for 1 million to start a farm when you yourself have not used your money to start a garden at home. So you need to be able to show that I do have a garden, I need to expand, and then you give somebody a reason to invest in your company. So if you are not willing to risk your own money into your business, no matter how small it is, how do you expect somebody else to believe in your dream if you are showing that you do not believe in your dream?
Amanda's story is an excellent case study for both academics, students, and practitioners. What makes it to be remarkable is that she's a graduate of chemistry and her business it produces detergents. She has demonstrated that students could actually use what they have studied to start businesses. You do not study to go and get a job. However, what you do is with what you have studied, you can actually start business and create a job for yourself.
DCAN is one of the first businesses that the University of KwaZulu-Natal supported in 2018, just shortly after it launched its entrepreneurship skills program called Inspire at the university. So it's extremely heartening to see the progress that the business has made over the last couple of years, especially with the recent launch of its factory in Pietermaritzburg. It goes to show the contribution that student businesses can have to the economy and the unemployment crisis. So it's extremely important that universities are vested in student entrepreneurship.
I'm the director at Atinga's Corner.
Hi, my name is Tidima Baso, the cooker of Atinga's Corner. Umpegiwala, the Atinga's Corner.
Yeah, we are a catering company that provides fresh home-cooked meals, primarily for students in institutions of higher learning. We also serve the non-student population within and around Durban. We also on Uber Eats, and we also do catering for meetings and events. So Atinga's Corner really just started and grew from my passion for food and serving good food. In first year back in 2018, when I was in first year medical student living in Imbilo, I used to cook food for my restmates. They really enjoyed my food. I mean, everybody's happy when they're eating. That's when I really noticed a gap that was there for fresh home cooked meals in the student population, and that's literally how Atinga's Corner started.
Advisor ukuthi ama-student azothenga ukudla because kuphekwe it's like i-home meal. Umama la epheka khona ekhaya kungekho lokudla kwe-fast food ukuthi uyahamba uyothatha ama-takeaway uzulu. Lokhu kuphekwe ekhaya ukudla esikujwayele, ukudla kwesintu, kukhona isitambo, kukhona isigwaqani, ojeqe, inyama ngaphakathi, ufu. Yonke inhlobo ephekwa ekhaya iyona oyithola la e-Atinga's Corner.
We provide wholesome, healthy food that are also affordable for students, because students really don't have time to cook. Students sometimes don't know how to cook. Being a medical student also now, on top of being an entrepreneur, it's a whole different ballgame. It's tough. But I think what makes it a bit bearable is asking for help when I need help. I'm currently the manager, the marketing person, finance, admin, all of that, and a fourth-year medical student. We have an online ordering system where you can just drop us a text on WhatsApp or give us a call, and we deliver for free within a 5-kilometer radius. You are definitely guaranteed freshness. Our meals are cooked on the day. My advice to students who want to pursue entrepreneurship is just wherever you are with whatever you have, just start. When I started the first 3 years, I was financing the company with my NSFAS allowance, whatever remained after I covered my basic needs. But there's something about just starting wherever you are with whatever you have that attracts resources to you.
It all began here at home because my parents telling us that we have to not move away from farming. When I go to primary, I continue because they used to give us a duty early in the morning to irrigate our seedlings, and it's continue in high school. So when I go to varsity, I didn't stop because I take agriculture. So it all began here at home. I went to varsity and I know the organization UKZN Incubate. I presented my idea and they give me the opportunity to start my business. So basically, UKZN Incubate helped me with the startup funding. For me, this type of business, it is a producing business because when you don't get customers at green stage or at a fresh produce stage, you can wait them dry, and then it can give you a long shelf life where you don't have to be stressed about losing harvest. And the kilo, it costs more, it gives you more profit. For expanding the business, I would like to add some nursery where I'm selling seedlings to community. As we are here in rural area, neighborhood, they do have spaces, or as the Department of Agriculture encourage them to have one home, one garden. So I'm planning to give them the opportunity to buy seedlings not to travel long distance to buy them. I saw the opportunity in 2020 by December to open up an internet cafe in my rural area. So that business opportunity is also connected to what I'm doing as an agriculture, as it will serve me as an office where I don't have to spend money on printing documents like for advertising or on doing logo, on branding. As this business of agriculture, you have to wait a little time for a harvest. So Internet Cafe, it closed that gap for me to do another things for my community and to know my target customers as I'm serving the area where my business is. I see my business in the next 5 years to be in more formality, to be able to file my what's happening in the farm, to serve more customers, to become a real farmer.
So basically what we do is we help companies who wish to comply with big retail companies. Basically it's our savings that we use to establish the business. So that is why we put our hearts and soul in the business, because it's everything to us. It's really important. It's close to our hearts. So what we'll do is we'll come to the facility and we'll take hand swabs, surface swabs, air plates and water samples. And then we take them to the lab for testing. The lab would then give us a COA, which we present to the client that they can take to the retail stores to show them if their companies comply with their regulations. And we also help them with corrective action. For hand swabs, we mostly look for E. coli. We also test for Staphylococcus aureus because that is the bacteria that would be found on the skin, especially if you have some wounds or some cuts. And E. coli, the bacteria that is found in feces, so we need to make sure that people are washing their hands properly after using the bathroom. And when it comes to surfaces, we usually check for total plate count and yeast and mold, because those are the common contaminants in any environment. And then for food samples, it depends. If it's raw meat, we'll mostly look at E. coli, we'll look at salmonella, we'll look at listeria and campylobacter, all the pathogens. It is very important while you're taking the samples to take the samples as aseptic as possible to avoid any contamination. And samples need to be stored correctly at the right temperature. The temperature needs to be below 10 degrees while you're transporting them to the lab. Education did play a big role because we are working in a very professional space with food safety testing. So you definitely need to know your microbiology, you need to know all the aseptic techniques. Well, being the only Black female-owned food testing company in South Africa is great because it's usually big companies who do this. So being able to do this in our own capacity, it's also an inspiration to other people who dream of having a food safety testing company and think it's impossible, but it's actually possible. message to other students who wish to be entrepreneurs is, if you have an idea, do research about it, know who your target market is, and then write everything down, and sort of have a to-do list and stick to that to-do list. And someone once said that the enemy of good is best. Sometimes we so busy trying to make everything perfect and we never get to get things done. But just start where you are with whatever you have.
Mrs. Obiela. I graduated today by LLB undergrad officially. It's a great day.
So today was my birthday and I was very much happy, actually excited, mainly because we haven't had grad in such a long time. So it was a good day, with some friends, and now I'm going to
Hi, I'm Natasha Pillay, and I've just completed my BCom degree with majors in marketing and information systems. I am now currently studying my BCom honors degree in information systems and technology. I grew up in a very loving community called Chatsworth. I was the head prefect at my primary school and I participated in the first Lego League robotics competition. Moving into high school, I received the Arena Park Secondary Community Service Award. Whilst in high school, I was a little confused about the career that I wanted to pursue. And being in that sort of phase, I didn't really know what I wanted to study. All I knew was I wanted to be part of UKZN, but didn't have an idea of what I wanted to pursue as a career. At the start of university, it was really...
Sanibonani. Sanibonani. Ninjani. Siyanamukela emcimbini wokwethweswa kweziqu leCollege lezolimo, ezobunjiniyela nezesayensi eNyuvesi yaKwaZulu-Natal. Igama lami ngingutholani wakangema ongumhleli wemicimbi eminyangweni wezobudlelwano. Nginikezwe umsebenzi wokuthi nginazise ngenqubo ephathelene nalomcimbi. Siyacela ukuba nisukume nonke nime ngesikhathi ngena inhlabalo yide ezifundiswa. Ngiphinde futhi nime ngenkathi seyiphuma. abagunyaziwe futhi abaqinisekisiwe ngokusemthethweni kuphela abanemvumo yokwethwebula izithombe ngaphandle nangaphakathi kanye nokuqopha amavidiyo omcimbi. Sicela niqaphele ukuba umnyango wezokuthwebula nokukhiqiza okuqoshiwe uyaligodla ilungelo lokusabalalisa nokusebenzisa zonke izithombe namavidiyo athathwe ngesikhathi somcimbi ezinkundleni zethu zokushicelela ezikagesi kanye nezokuxhumana. Akekho ovumeleke ukuthi aphume ehholo kuze kuphele umcimbi futhi sekuphume nenhlabalo yehidi yezifundiswa. Kuthathwa njengokungahloniphi nokungathobeli inqubo yomcimbi ukuphuma ungakapheli wonke. Ekupheleni komcimbi sizocala niphume ngale ndlela. Kuzoqala inhlabalo yehidi yezifundiswa, kulandele isifundiswa ezotheswa iziqu, kugcina abazali nezivakashi. Uma kunengozi nesidingo sokuba kuphunywe ngokusheshsha, kuneminyango emine yokuphuma. Kuneyodwa ngakwesokunxele sami, eyodwa ingakwesokudla, isicabha esikhulu lesingene ngaso, nesinye singemuva kwami. Niyamenywa ukuba nihlanganyele nathi ukucula iculo lesizwe ekupheleni komcimbi. Ngesikhathi kucula iculo lesizwe abesilisa kucelwa bakhumule izigqoko. Sicela ukuba nicime omakhalekhukhwini. Ukuze kuqinisekiswe ukuphepha kwenu, abamenyiwe bayacelwa ukuthi ngaso sonke isikhathi balandele imigomo yokugcinwa kwebanga phakathi kwabantu futhi bengazikhumuli izimfonyo. Bazali kanye nabamenyiwe, umcimbi wokutheswa kweziqu nenhlonipho nesizotha empilweni yomfundi. Sicela ningezi esiteji nalabo abazithweswa iziqu futhi ningahambi la kumatobomvu nibavimbe ngoba lokho kubambezela uhlelo kudidanisa nolayini wokulanda izitifiketi. Ngaphandle kwehholo kunetende lomcimbi lapho uzothola khona abathwebuli bomcimbi abasemthethweni. Abakwamazidle ekhaya photo studio bangabathwebuli bezithombe zomcimbi abasemthethweni abazothwebula izithombe zasesiteji, bazothwebula nesithombe sakho uwedwa nomndeni wakho. Etendeni lomcimbi uzothola i-UKZN Information Desk lapho ungabuza khona ngamavidiyo emicimbi emidala kanye nezithombe futhi lapho ngashiya khona okutholile kulahlekile. Sicela niqaphele ukuthi ngesikhathi somcimbi itende lezithombe livaliwe. Ngeke uvunyelwe ukungena etendeni kuze kuphele umcimbi wokwethwesa kweziqu. Sicela nikugweme nokusebenzisa abathwebuli abangagunyaziwe ngokusemthethweni. Sicela nazi nokuthi ividiyo yomcimbi yanamuhla izotholakala mahhala kwi-internet ezinsukwini ezintathu emva kokwethweswa kwakho iziqu. Imininingwane ngelink izosatshalaliswa kuzona zonke izinkundla zokuxhumana zase-UKZN nasohlelweni lwezaziso lase-UKZN. Bafundi abathweswa iziqu, niyacelwa ukuthi nihlale esihlalweni esinenombolo yakho bekelwe wena okwenza uhlelo lihambe ngendlela efanele. Sicela ningashintshisani ngezindawo. Unikezwe uqwembe olunegama lakho, iziqu ozothweswa zona nenombolo yesihlalo sakho. Lolu qwembe lubufakazi ozobethula umusulanda isitifiketi sakho. Sicela ukuba lusayine ngemumva. Uhlelo lasesiteji. Sicela ulalelisise. Uzongena estage ngakwesokudla sami, woza noqwembe nesivatho, ushiye isigqoko ngemumva. Uzonyuka ume eduze kwepodium, unikeze omemezelayo uqwembe. Igama lakho lizomenyezelwa, ubuyiselwe uqwembe lwakho. Uma ngabe wethwesa iziqu, uzoqhubeka uye kushanselo ozokwethwesa. Uzofika uguqe ngedolo lakho la ngakwesobunxele, uthobise ikhanda kancane yena uzobe sekuthinta kancane ikhanda. Sicela uqaphele ukuthi awuzisithi ubuso umamatheke. Ubuke umthwebulo la ngemuva kwestage ngoba kuzobe kuthathwa isithombe. Uma ngabe wethwesa idiploma, umphathi wecollege lakho uzobe emile eduze kwepodium. Asiqhawuli kulonyaka. Uzovuma ngekhanda ubuke umthwebulo la umamatheke ngoba kuzobe kuthathwa esinye isithombe. Uzobe usuqhubekela kozokwethwesa iziqu la ngakwesokunxele sami, nikeze umucu ujike ubheke ibandla. Ngesikhathi ubheke ibandla ungasikhumula umzuzwana isifonyo, ubuke umthwebulo la ozokuphamisela isandla, umamatheke ngoba kuzobe kuthatha esinye isithombe. Qhubeka uyophuma ezansi banikeze uqwembe lwakho ukuze bakunikeze isitifiketi sakho. Okulandelayo uzothola uqwembe lwakwamazidle ekhaya olunenombolo yezithombe zakho zasestage. Sicela uligcine kahle noma uthwebule ngomakhalekhukhwini. Uzoyidinga leyo nombolo ukuthi ukwazi ukuthola izithombe zasestage. Uma sewubuyela esihlalweni sakho usungasigqoka isigqoko sakho ngoba usebenzele.
Good afternoon, everyone. Parents, graduates, distinguished guests, a warm welcome to UKZN's graduation ceremony for the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science, and this ceremony in particular for the School of Engineering. My name is Sally Frost, and I'm the Public Relations Manager in the college. I have the pleasant task to inform you of the housekeeping rules pertaining to this graduation ceremony. The congregation is invited to stand and remain standing whilst the academic procession enters and leaves the hall. Only officially authorized and accredited persons may take pictures inside and outside the venue and record the ceremony. Please note that our photography and production department reserve the right to distribute and use all images and videos taken during the graduation ceremonies in our print, electronic, and social media platforms. No person may leave the hall until the conclusion of the ceremony. Note that it is considered disrespectful and a breach of protocol to leave before the entire ceremony is over. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please note that the procession will exit the hall first, followed by the graduates, and then the guests. If there is an emergency or evacuation, there are 4 exit points to use. There's the one on my left at the back, the one on my right at the back, the main entrance that you came in, and the other entrance on the far back side of the hall. You are invited to join in the singing of the national anthem. During the singing of the anthem, men are requested please to remove your headgear. Kindly ensure that all cell phones are switched off or set on silent until the conclusion of the ceremony. To ensure your safety, guests are requested to adhere to social distancing regulations at all times and remain masked for the duration of the ceremony. Guests and parents, graduation is a solemn and dignified occasion in the life of a student. Kindly refrain from joining graduates on stage as it slows down the academic process. Also, kindly refrain from walking in the aisle during the certificate collection process, as this will disrupt the ceremony. Outside of the hall, there's a graduation marquee where you will find the official graduation photographers. Mazid Lekaya Photo Studio is the official photographer for your stage pictures and is also in the marquee for your family and single portraits. In the marquee, you will also find the UKZN information desk where you can inquire about previous graduation DVDs or photos. You can also hand in or collect any lost items. Please note that once the ceremony starts, the photography marquee outside is strictly closed. You will not be allowed to access the marquee until the end of the ceremony. Please also refrain from using non-official photographers. Please note that today's graduation video will be available for free download 3 days after the ceremony today. The link details will be shared on all UKZN social media platforms and on the UKZN notice system once the video is uploaded. Graduates, please listen carefully to the following instructions. You have been given a seat card with your name, degree, and seat number on it. Kindly note that you need to be seated in the seat allocated to you, as it has a seat number specifically for you, which ensures that you are streamlined through the process effectively and get your correct graduation certificate. so please do not swap seats. Please take note that your seat card serves as the receipt of your degree certificate, so keep it in your hand. During the stage process, the following will happen. You will be called up onto the stage from my right-hand side, up the ramp. Please take your name card with you and your hood and leave your mortarboard behind on your seat. You will come up the ramp, stand by the podium on my right, hand over your card to the speaker. Your name will be read out, and then you must collect your card back from the speaker. If you have been awarded a degree, you will then proceed to the Chancellor, who will cap you. The Chancellor sits here in the middle. During the capping process, you are required to kneel in front of the Chancellor with your left knee, bow slightly, and the Chancellor will tap you lightly on your head. Please note not to block your face and smile for the camera. You are permitted to take your mask off for the photo. The photograph will be taken on stage at the time of your capping, and please look at the photographer who will be positioned at the back of the stage behind the Chancellor. Once you have done that, you will walk across the stage behind me to the hooding process that happens on my left. When you are getting your hood placed on you, please stand and look at the audience and smile, as this is the last moment for an official photograph. After you have been hooded, you will put your mask back on and walk down the side of the stage to my left. You then walk around the audience to the officials at the side of the hall. You hand in your seating card, and they will give you your degree certificate. You will also be given a ticket from Mazidlekaya photographers with your stage picture number on it. And please keep this safe or take a photo of it so that you can order your stage picture at a later stage. You then walk around the back of the hall, back to your seat, and then you may put on your headgear as you have now earned it. We will be starting shortly. I will let you know when. Will the congregation please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this congregation of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Please be seated.
Newly installed Chancellor, Dr. Riel Khoza, Chair of UKZN Council, Dr. Letitia Moja, members of UKZN Council, members of Senate, Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Nanu Paku, members of Executive Management, members of the Convocation Executive, members of the Student Representative Council, graduates, parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Glenn Bright. We meet here today following a 2-year hiatus in our in-person graduation ceremonies, as over the past 2 years we were forced to hold graduation ceremonies virtually. This meant that we were deprived of our opportunity to witness graduates triumphantly walking across the stage and being conferred with degrees that they'd worked so hard for. We also could not see their proud faces of the parents, guardians, and relatives, as we're going to see today. I see some faces are already proud, so we should be all right with that one. We could not marvel at the spontaneous celebrations, and we were denied all the pomp and pageantry that came to characterize our unique and popular graduation ceremonies. We are cognizant that not having in-person graduation would no doubt dampen the spirits of those who graduated over those years. But we are certain they too understand that the sacrifices had to be made as we were confronted with the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. It is through those sacrifices and our collective efforts as citizens of this country that today we enjoy all the benefits that come with the relaxation of COVID-19. Therefore, we also owe our gratitude for being able to hold this in-person ceremony to the graduates from the previous 2 years. All our graduation ceremonies are special to us, And this one is even more special because we realize the hardships that our graduates here today had to endure. Forced by prevailing circumstances, many of these graduates had to migrate and adapt very quickly to online teaching. Many of them lost loved ones to COVID-19 and had to contend with the trauma while pursuing their studies. The calibre of their results attained in this class makes it no less an easy path, but the contrary is true. To support this point, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to recap on the statistics about this graduation. During the May 2020 graduation ceremony for UKZN, we will be conferring a total of 8,795 degrees, of which 6,094 are undergraduate and 2,701 are postgraduate. This includes 495 master's degrees and 213 doctoral qualifications. Now that's for the whole university. For this College of Agricultural Engineering and Science, we are proud of our 1,490 graduates. 455 will get a postgraduate degree and 76 will get a PhD degree. We are pretty proud that we have a total of 121 summa cum laude and 410 cum laude graduates throughout the university. In this college, we have 189 graduates achieved a cum laude or summa cum laude pass at postgraduate level. We are also pleased with our percentage of women graduates that remains high at 63.38%, which is up from 62.57% from last year. The high percentage of women reflects our endeavour to be the agent of change at the forefront of efforts to support gender equality. It is not surprising that we continue to be acknowledged as one of the transformed universities in the country. The university is also proud of the achievements of 84 graduates with disabilities. This speaks to our continued commitment to readdress social or societal imbalances. We will continue providing support and making our spaces more user-friendly to students with disabilities. As a college, we are particularly proud of zoologist Nancy Barker. Nancy Barker is going to be capped with a PhD in biology today. She is a true trailblazer. She is the very first deaf student ever to be awarded a degree, PhD degree from UKZN. If we could just give her a round of applause. The achievements of our other graduates within the College of Agricultural Engineering and Science are also remarkable. Just to mention a few, Mr. Shimon Karkas, a graduate from the Bachelor of Science Honours degree in Mathematics, summa cum laude, and wait for this, has an weighted average over this degree of 98.75%. Despite being a widow, a mother of 4 young children and sole breadwinner of her family, Nigerian graduate Gayad Salwa has earned a PhD in mechanical engineering in record time. I've just spoken to her on the phone a few minutes ago and I'm on camera, so I'm going to say well done, an excellent achievement. Cum laude Masters Agro-Meteorology graduate, Ms. Kira Brewer, has operated at the cutting edge of innovation, using drone technology to monitor crop status and improve water productivity. BSc Augmented student Mr. Sipiwe Mapalala will graduate with 10 certificates of merit, 1 Dean's Commendation, and not 2 but 3 majors in pure math, applied math and computer science. This despite coming from a disadvantaged rural school with few facilities and little internet connectivity. And the last one, Mr. Damien McKenzie, has earned his master's degree in agricultural engineering, cum laude. This on top of being fully involved in UKZN student leadership as a college representative on the Pietermaritzburg campus 2020 and 2021. To you, the graduates, as you walk out of this hall, remember, you're not walking out with just a piece of paper. Your degrees are valuable, and more so because they come from a world-renowned institution, UKZN. Recent rankings have placed UKZN among the top universities in the world and in the country. In December last year, the University Ranking by Academic Performance, URAP, placed UKZN at number 3 nationally and 358 out of 3,000 higher education institutions globally. Recently, on the 25th of April 2022, the Center for World University Rankings published their rankings and placed UKZN in the top 2.5% of universities worldwide. Just think about that, there's 98.5 universities behind us. I'm sure that most of you will, however, be interested in knowing that there's the same as we have that rankings, university was placed at 361 in that rankings of employability. At UKZN, we not only strive to ensure that we are a university of choice for staff and students, but we put hard work into enhancing our employability of our graduates. We do this by pursuing, securing, and strengthening strategic partnerships and linkages with industry. Despite the constrained global economic environment that we live in, these efforts continue to bear fruit. I'm pleased to inform you that in 2020, the percentage of UKZN graduates obtaining employment before or by graduation was 41.3%. To the graduates, today you join an impressive list of alumni. We look forward to your continued association with this university, which you now become an alma mater. Remember to continue flying the flag high as ambassadors of this great institution. Today is also about honoring parents, guardians and relatives for all the boundless sacrifices you have made and the support you have given our students throughout the academic journey. I suppose you're also a little bit relieved as well as this financial sacrifice comes to an end. You might not be able to walk across the stage with your graduates, but be rest assured that you can carry on their hearts as they do so. In conclusion, I'd like to take this opportunity to pay our respect to all those who are affected by the recent floods. Our prayers are with the bereaved families, all those who lost their belongings, and those who were displaced in the disaster. In our continued pursuit to inspire greatness, we urge all members of the university community, including our new graduates, to contribute to relief efforts where they can. As a college, we'd also like to make special mention of the tragic loss of two of our shining graduates, Lucky Murufu and Lehola Leseki, who both tragically passed away before they could graduate. Mr. Murufu's PhD in biochemistry and Mr. Leki's cum laude MSc in physics will be conferred posthumously. I thank you.
UKZN Chancellor, Dr. Ruel Koza, members of the UKZN Council, Chair of the UKZN Council, Dr. Letitia Moja, members of Senate, Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Nana Bogu, members of the Executive Management, members of the Convocation Executive, members of the Student Representative Council, parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Standing before you on behalf of the UKZN LSRC is Andile Sitole, the college representative for Law and Management Studies here at Westfield campus. And I reserve special greetings for the graduates whom we are celebrating here today. This is indeed a special occasion, not only for the graduates, but for all of us in this venue. This is a moment that many of us here will remember and cherish to eternity. When we first walk into the university gates, or when we first log in to register for our various programs, we do so already looking forward to our graduation day. The thoughts of being conferred a degree and making our loved ones proud keeps many of us going through all the hardships that come with the academic life. We are glad that this day has come for all of you. It is through your hard work, determination, and perseverance that we are gathered here. Now that this day has come, you can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that you finally have something to show for the many sleepless nights you spent studying, for the long hours you spent scouring for information in the libraries and computer lands. Today, you can look back and proudly say it was all worth it. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, especially those who will be going out to seek employment. Many of the graduates here come from families where no one before them has ever received a university degree. Thus, for many, these degrees mark the end of the cycle of poverty, as we know that majority of our fellow UKZN students come from impoverished backgrounds. Critically, we hope that your education at this university has shaped you into better people who are better prepared for the fast-changing and demanding world. We are confident that you will use the knowledge and skills you have acquired to contribute to the growth and development of our nation. As a late former president, Ubabu Nelson Mandela reminded us, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," close quote. In conclusion, let me take this opportunity to thank all the parents, guardians, and relatives who form an important support structure for us as students. While many of our parents never got the chance to go to university, they go out of their way to ensure that students are supported through their academic journey. Dear parents, guardians, and relatives, today you have every right to be proud and to celebrate. Today your children have proven that the sacrifices you made were all worth it. We hope that these degrees conferred at this ceremony will inspire others in our communities. I wish you all nothing but success and prosperity. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present the election of David Lockhart as Distinguished Teachers Awardee of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, I have the pleasure to request that you read the Distinguished Teachers Award citation for Professor David Lockhart.
Professor David Lockhart is an associate professor in the School of Engineering in the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. Reviewers found his teaching portfolio to be excellent, with the candidate presenting a convincing rationale drawing on relevant literature for his teaching and supervision practice. He has successfully supervised 3 PhDs to graduation, as well as more than 20 MSc students, with some passing cum laude. He is currently supervising 10 PhD students, 4 postdoctoral fellows, and 7 master's students. Lockhart has published with his students and offers them opportunities to present their research at national and international conferences. The evidence provided demonstrates high levels of proficiency in his research as well as teaching. He uses technology effortlessly to incorporate blended learning for his modules, and its effectiveness is demonstrated by the student feedback and module improved pass rates. Lockhart's teaching and research are intrinsically linked, and there is a symbiotic relationship between his teaching and learning philosophy and research outputs. He continuously seeks to improve himself by taking modules and participating in conferences. He is a leader who cares deeply for his students, which is evident in his student testimonials. He also ensures that his students are prepared for the workspace. The candidate is recognized for his innovative assessment and student learning, as he uses a variety of formative and summative assessment methods, which are evidently reported in his external examiner reports. He has revised the assessment structure for the final design project, providing students with opportunities to engage with the relevant content and applying them in the real-world problems. He gives feedback to his students while they engage with practical work and assessment. There is evidence that he is a reflective practitioner, regularly reappraising his teaching and assessment. His assessment approaches have been highly commended by both internal and external examiners. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the Distinguished Teaching Award of the University of KwaZulu-Natal in recognition of distinction and distinguished contribution to teaching and learning, Professor David Lockhart.
Congratulations, distinguished teacher.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to announce the election of Professor Christina Troyes as a Fellow of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, I have the pleasure to request that you read the citation for award of the Fellow of the University of KwaZulu-Natal to Professor Christina Troyes.
Professor Christina Troyes is the South African Research Chair in Waste and Climate Change, as appointed by the National Department of Science and Innovation and the National Research Foundation in South Africa. She's a full professor in environmental engineering, whom I met when she served as the Dean of the School of Engineering at the university from 2012 to 2018. She holds a degree in environmental engineering, which she obtained summa cum laude, and a PhD in geo and environmental engineering from the University of Cagliari in Italy. She is rated by the National Research Foundation as a C1 rated researcher, and she's a professional engineer with the Engineering Council of Italy. At the United Nations, she is a chair of the Joint Secretariat for the South African region of the United Nations and International Partnership for Advancing Waste Management Services of Local Authorities and the International Waste Working Group. She is a fellow of the Global Engineering Dean's Council and an active member of several international associations and organizations in waste management, including in the United Kingdom and the International Federation of Engineering Education Societies. Professor Troyes has over 20 years of international experience in environmental sanitary engineering and has been the principal investigator as well as the project coordinator of many multi-million rand feasibility and research and development waste and resources management projects in South Africa, in Africa, and around the world. She's the developer of the ROSE model, an innovative decision-making tool for local authorities and advisor for waste management strategies, waste to energy projects to both national and international governments. She has authored over 150 peer-reviewed publications in high-impact journals and books since 2000, when she led the international recognized research center that specializes in waste and climate change in sustainable African cities, waste and resources management, control, management, and treatment of landfill emissions, renewable energy from waste, climate change mitigation through zero waste in Africa and developing countries. During her 23 years of academic activities at this University of KwaZulu-Natal, she developed and continues to coordinate the first master's program in waste and resources management in South Africa and has graduated more than 120 postgraduate students and postdoctoral scholars. She was the first woman to become professor and dean of engineering in the history of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. In 2019, she was bestowed the title of Dame of the Italian Republic, which is the Order of the Star of Italy, by the President of the Italian Republic for her outstanding contribution to the development of research and human capital in Africa. She's a fellow of the South African Academy of Engineers since 2015. She was also inducted as a member of the Academy of Science of South Africa in 2019. In 2016, she was the first runner-up in the Distinguished Women in Science Awards by the National Department of Science and Innovation. As a dedicated scholar and researcher of international standing, the University of KwaZulu-Natal honors you, Professor Troyes, as a fellow of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the award of the Fellow of the University of KwaZulu-Natal in recognition of distinguished contributions to research,
Well done.
Professor Christina Troyes.
What's your name? Congratulations. Well done. Take your hand again. Thank you very much.
Bring you the citation card just now.
Coyote Timothy Akindeji's thesis was on the performance and cost-benefit analysis of university campus microgrid. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Coyote Timothy Akindeji. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Antonio Blanco Montero's thesis was on the development of an integrated model for urban sustainable resilience through smart city projects in the Southern African context. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Antonio Blanco Montero.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Jerusha Sarah Joseph's thesis was on sustainable energy efficiency and energy security in developing countries, a case study of airports in South Africa. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Jerusha Sarah Joseph. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Phyllis Rumbinzai Kwenda's thesis was on determining an integrated solid waste management action plan for urban Harare City, Zimbabwe, a system dynamics approach. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Phyllis Rumbinzai Kwenda.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Hilton Mavarengo's thesis was on combustion studies of hybrid nano-additive doped waste cooking oil, biodiesel, and its blend in compression ignition engine. His supervisor was Professor F.L. Enambao. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hilton Mavarengo.
I confer upon you Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Tazwell Llewellyn Moodley's thesis was on validation of the discrete element method using positron emission particle tracking. His supervisor was Professor I. Govender. Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tazwell Llewellyn Moodley.
I confer upon you Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Malasela Kenneth Mutlana's thesis was on effects of flexible supports on the frequencies of nanobeams with tip mass, axial load, and surface effects. His supervisor was Professor S. Adali. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Malasela Kenneth Mutlana. Well done.
I confer upon you degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Lindelani Archie and Glover's thesis was on gas phase epoxidation of hexafluoropropene over supported copper oxide catalysts, mechanism and kinetics. His supervisors were Professor D. Lockhart and Professor D. Ramjagannath. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Lindelani Archie and Glover.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Sandile Goodman and Kwanyana's thesis was on development of a laboratory test procedure for pebble milling. His supervisors were Professor B.K. Loveday and Professor I. Govender. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sandile Goodman and Kwanyana. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Oluwakorede Monica Oluyide, his thesis was on candidate generation and validation techniques for pedestrian detection in thermal infrared surveillance videos. The supervisors were Professor T. M. Walingo and Professor J. R. Tapamo. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Oluwakorede Monica Oluyide. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations, woman.
Adefemi Olowaniyi Owaputi, his thesis was on development and fabrication of functionally graded aluminium metal matrix composite for automobile component applications. His supervisor was Professor F. Inambao. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Adefemi Olowaniyi Owaputi. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Janet Kamuntu Oyaro's thesis was on relationship between road geometry and rate of accidents, case of Kenyan roads. The supervisor was Professor J.E. Ben Edigby. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Janet Kamuntu Oyaro. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Danielle Carmine Solangi Rock's thesis was on beneficiation and treatment of pulp and paper mill sludge. The supervisors were Professor B.B. Sitoli and Professor E.B. Gwegwumkana. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Danielle Carmine Solangi Rock. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Neil Sabadu's thesis was on an examination into the barriers of implementing the system for infrastructure procurement and delivery management system in the South African public sector. His supervisor was Professor N. Harinarayan. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Neil Sabadu.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Arun Suknandan's thesis was on an appraisal of HVDC and EHVAC circuits on the voltage stability of a highly compensated network, the KwaZulu-Natal case study. His supervisor was Professor A.K. Sahar. Acting Chancellor, I have the pleasure to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Arun Suknandan. Well done.
I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Science, Mohammed Nazir Mohammed Abdel Megid.
I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science. Well done.
Siddhant Bhavani Dayal, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude. Well done.
Sandile Safiso Dladla, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Stembila Promise Dubazane.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Prakash Ashley Govender.
Master of Science. Well done.
Ahmad bin Khalid.
Master of Science. Well done.
And Shlamulu Koza, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude. Well done.
Setembiso Nanjabulu Langazani, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude. Well done.
Aisha Mohammadi, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude. Well done.
Lazolo Kwawe Mfundu Makalima. Go.
Master of Science. Master of Science in Engineering. Well done.
Ronel Mari.
Master of Science in Engineering. Well done.
Moses Linda Maseko.
Master of Science in Engineering. Well done.
Keshin Mudli.
Master of Science, Engineering, well done.
Demian Mukanzi, cum laude.
Master of Science in Engineering, well done. Congratulations, cum laude, SRC.
Stembele Pius Mieza.
Master of Science in Engineering, well done. Siyakubongela ndoda.
Uyisile Zwe Mzowini.
Master of Science, Engineering, well done.
Deslin Neda, cum laude.
Master of Science in Engineering, cum laude, well done.
Bonginkosi, praise God, and Dwandwe, summa cum laude. Well done.
Master of Science in Engineering, summa cum laude.
Asavela Nochweleka.
Master of Science in Engineering, well done.
Sega Ramdio cum laude.
Master of Science in Engineering, cum laude, well done.
Nomagugu Sowela.
Master of Science, Engineering, well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Engineering in Waste and Resource Management, Mayuran Govender summa cum laude.
I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Engineering in Waste and Resource Management. Cum laude, congratulations. Summa cum laude.
Mohammed Khan cum laude.
Master of Science in Engineering, Waste and Resource Management, cum laude.
Acting Chancellor, have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Science in Quantity Surveying, Sarisha Surput.
I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Quantity Surveying. Well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for you the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Agricultural Engineering, Zembani Kumalo.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Engineering. Well done.
Praneshni Mudli.
Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Engineering. Well done.
Pongiwi Pasala.
Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Engineering. Well done.
Mayana Ingawemnani.
Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Engineering. Well done.
In Kaiso in Kabenda.
Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Engineering. Well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for you the degree Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Adin Afzal.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Well done.
Efajan Archery.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering. Well done.
Thank you so much. Sahana Bridge Mahal, summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude.
Rackwell Buddha.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Dyson Chetty.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Jenna DeBrain.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Kieran Devhand.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Ninta Kanifu Dlamini.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Kieran Govender.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Violan Govender.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Sarisha Govender.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Vanessa Govender.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Shivani Jakprasad.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Aaron Luchman.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Hayden Barman.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Nivara Mahadu.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Levin Maharaj Cum Laude.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, cum laude.
Nukuleko Makitini.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Nicole Menel.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Mohammed Mansour Summa Cum Laude.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude.
Lizelle Mary.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Leta Kutula Mujaba.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Mandisi Milamiza.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Tijal Misra.
Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Mitapisi Mkis.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Andil Mguni.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Oyentha Mudli Summa Cum Laude.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude.
And another one, I think they were sitting together for the last 4 years in the same class. Elisa Murray, summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude.
See, hola, msizi.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Trish Andra Nederson.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Bradley Naidu.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Diana Naidu.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Ninka Nifu Nianana.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Tabisu Ndlovu.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Sitembile Nkobo.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done, sis.
Santombi Zodwa Nkabenda.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Tabo Nayakani.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Ivana Palan.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Suman Pershad. Cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, cum laude.
Sebastian Pillay.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Shirley Pillay.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Kemain Primard.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Rahul Raghumanan.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Jyotika Rambaran.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Natalia Ramdeen.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Rebecca Nkub.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Kavir Ramdari.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Dia Singh.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Manosh Kumar Singh.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Sahana Suklal.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Samkiswe Zungu.
Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Nicholas Chetty.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Well done.
Levanala Chetty.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Emmanuel Devraj.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Evie Ducada.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done. Good.
Shahid Ibrahim.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Kayesh Garib.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Kweza Kushle Gaza.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Shesnavi Govender.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Junaid Hassan.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Zahid Ishmael.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Tirishan Ayavu.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Carl Jarraj.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Suhail Lockhart.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Ria Lutmanaran.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sipu Wukusha Lutili.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Siabonga Maduna.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Menmesha Matabula.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Pakamani Mkapata.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Tabisa Umslongo.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done, Klong.
Tamsanka Mkis.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done, Professor.
Ntobeko Mguni.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sanele Mzane.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
St. Lancer Msomi.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done, Ma'am Sir.
And Diswe Matrata. Matrata.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, well done, Nyambos.
Siddiqui Mohammed.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Tanga Nzani Mukwevu.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sipasisha Haibeza.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Karen Naka.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Carl Nadu.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Marenka Nadu.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Caesar and Lazi.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
And Jabula and Lovo.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done. Pachi.
Sifiso and Lovo.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done. Pachi.
Tawazi and Tusi.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Isona Nyakamba.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Janik Adayan.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Ayesha Paruk.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Thiran Pillai.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Akshay Raj Kumar.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Aikul Ramchanda.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sajil Ramesh.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sadhar Ramklas.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Suvan Sital.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Mtobisi Shongwe.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Bonkinkosi Sipaya.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Blessing Silwange.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Bhavesh Singh.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Shahir Singh.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Kimona Subramani.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Sachin Tokar.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Mohammed Bauda.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Ronan Yasadas.
Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, well done.
Acting Chancellor. I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science Engineering, Computer Engineering, Pranation Govender.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Well done.
Shivasan Govender.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Ashmika Hineman.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Bhavisha Haralal.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Trevin Yaganath.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Sibasisu Malope.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Siyabonga Kushle Mukakazi.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Sipalele Mchuju.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Michaelan Mudley.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Yusuf Musa.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Sibalan Kosi Ngabani.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Michaela Oliver.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Rahul Parathan.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Shailen Pillai.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Mohammed Rawat.
Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering, Shiza Adam. Praise Adam.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Congratulations.
Jodas Baisnas.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Omara Jajbai.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Pauline Kirstensamy.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Rizikolo Mabusa.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Kayan Sani Mayaba.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Dok Olo Mdungi.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Wandele Majuku.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Siena Konkoke Mkis.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Sumendran Mudalaya.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Mpendulu Msibi.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Kaveshan Naika.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Skusele and Konzon.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Ayaka no Mandela.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Londo Kusle Nsele.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Cornele and Plum Mkrando.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done, Cotton.
Sibasisu and Kamalo.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
And Kozi Yazela Pungula.
Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Congratulations, Pingula.
Umeshan Pillai.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Ibana Ramatsu.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Risha Ramlal.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Donele Swe Sepisi.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Sishle Tembe.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Nomboso Polo.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done.
Linda Kushle Yaka.
Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Well done, Lindo.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for you the degree of Science and Engineering, Electronic Engineering, Shiva Karan Bura.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering. Congratulations.
Ayanda Mduli.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Gashel Morar.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Nzuzu Matabela.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Kubeshan Naika.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Samia Paruk.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Marco Polinus.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Sharia Pudaruth.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Tashna Ramnaran.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Amon Rampoth.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Nokwanda Shozi.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Yurav Singh.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Tapisu Tekezi.
Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering. Well done.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, Shaheen Aklu.
Mama. Mama. I have the honor to confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Ali Bibi.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Siabonga Konko Ava.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
David Bartholomew. Sir.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Anban Chetty.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Ashfur Deba Cum Laude.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
Sipiwe Dlamini.
Amen. Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Luke Frank.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Vishal Ghazi.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Well done.
Connor Gons.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Rushan Gauden.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Darshan Govender cum laude.
Are you? Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
And another one, Lisa Govender cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
Siobhan Harishan.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Kaylee Hillier.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Sipesisha Songwani.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Sandine Harku.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Tamal Krishnam Jairam.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Mohammed Kuraseni.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Mklotsi Langazana.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done. Thank you.
Ian Loganhan.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Philisanda Mbele.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Mbeka Makawananzi.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Siabonga Malloy.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Colin Mudley.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Kashria Mudley.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Novashan Mudley.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Morris Mazuris.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Mtepo Mtembu.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Nkanala Nipu Mslali.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Charlie.
Good boy Mzobe cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
Alicia Naka.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Ashlyn Naidu.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Bevan Naidu, summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude.
Sashni Naidu.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Zanvi Indabela.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Nkuleko Ngabane.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Kulu.
Matthew Phillips. Sorry, Matthew Phelps.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Matthew Phipps.
Carl Pillay.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Mikhail Pillay, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
Brendan Ramasol.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Karithi Rampasad.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Thorish Ranjit.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Vedant Reddy, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
Simbonge Sabia.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Smith.
Blessing Satoli.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Joe.
Shiko Sivanandan.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Soma Vaishna.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done.
Matthew Swanepoel.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, Sonapur.
Shashmika Tilidari.
Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, well done, sis.
Acting Chancellor, I have the honour to present for you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying to Benkosi Buthelezi.
I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Congratulations.
Shibnone Kushle Gomidi.
Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Well done, God.
Tando Wesu Patlava.
Bachelor of Science, Land Surveying, well done.
Isaac Matabela.
Bachelor of Science, Land Surveying, well done.
Sisi Madolosi.
Bachelor of Science, Land Surveying. Well done.
Siboniso Mgandi.
Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Well done.
Mfana Fusi Mtembu.
Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Well done.
Cornele Mzombe.
Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Well done, Kachin.
Setembise Mintashangis.
Bachelor of Science, Land Surveying. Well done.
Satani Zulu.
Bachelor of Science in Land Surveying. Well done, so
Acting Chancellor, with your permission, we could ask all people who didn't get their certificates to please remain seated. So people who did not get the certificates, please to remain seated. And also with the permission of the Acting Chancellor, I would also like to acknowledge the graduates who did not graduate in the ceremony over the last 2 years. I think it's important that we acknowledge these students. For the last 2 years, we haven't had a graduation ceremony, and as myself as the Dean, I'd like to acknowledge all the masters, PhD, and undergraduates who weren't able to come to the ceremony, but are probably watching it on live stream at the moment. There is one other student as well, and I suppose it's a special moment because one of them happens to be my son, who wasn't able to graduate. And I asked my son, what did he miss most about the graduation over the last 2 years? And he said, Dad, what I missed was when they said the word cum laude or summa cum laude, and he got a degree in mechatronics, cum laude for you, Tyron. Thank you.
I confer degrees upon those who have qualified but are not present, including those who have qualified posthumously. Glenn?
Acting Chancellor, I have the honour to request you confer the degrees on those who have qualified but not present, including those that have qualified posthumously, as you have. Will you all rise, please, for the dissolution of the congregation and the singing of the national anthem.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
Good afternoon to you, parents. I'm not addressing the students. Parents, you are requested to leave the hall as your kids will stay behind to collect the certificates. So you may go out of the hall and the kids will be out shortly. This won't take long. Thank you. Students, you will be allowed to